Your potential to earn while live is much higher on Twitch, but your potential to earn through VODs is astronomically higher on YouTube. So you're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't just do both. And again,
no, you should not be doing Twitch. There's two different perspectives you have to understand here. And it's the perspective of somebody who's an established content creator who could effectively do whatever they want and still earn, versus a small creator that has to pull themselves up from the bottom and grow their platform. You're doing a disservice to yourself by dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube instead of just YouTube, and probably dual streaming on TikTok, because you're fracturing your audience. YouTube has a more diverse audience. That's where all your videos will go if you make videos. Any YouTube short that you create, you can directly hard link to the stream you want it to link to. The VODs stay up forever. You can put playlists up for whatever live stream you're doing. If you're playing a video game or you're doing some kind of art or whatever you're doing, please, for the love of Christ, don't take this advice. This is from somebody who's like very successful. I'm not taking that away from them, but they don't understand the small creator experience. All right, guys, let's do this video. I'm interested in it. It's called Twitch versus YouTube streaming revenue. It's from MoistCritical. I want to take a look at this. Realistically speaking, I stopped streaming on Twitch a couple of years ago, and I never looked back. I think YouTube overall is the better platform for streaming. It is consistent, and everything can go there. It's a solid, consistent platform, you know? Your videos are on there as well. It's very comprehensive. If you're directing people from other platforms to a certain platform, you're better off with doing it to YouTube. So I'm curious about what we got here. Let's watch this.
I see people debate a lot what's better to stream on YouTube or Twitch, and it's a question I get asked a lot because I'm like Constantine, the man who walks between worlds here, because I stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the
Just to be clear,
same time.
If you're a content creator, this is some advice. If you're a content creator, you should almost never be streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I'm going to explain. It makes perfect sense for MoistCritical to do that because he had a very heavily established Twitch and he's transitioning to YouTube because Twitch is going south quickly. Him maintaining his Twitch is basically the people who've been subscribed to him for years. It's nice that they get to maintain the accolades, like, oh, you've been a subscriber for this long, whatever perks you get. And so that's why he maintains it. But if you're a new content creator, you should, in my opinion, only stream on one platform, but specifically it should almost always be YouTube. YouTube is just better. Your videos, you can put your actual videos there. People are encouraged to watch your live streams. They stay up forever. You can monetize them more easily. The ads are less aggressive. You're directing everybody to one platform. Everybody has a YouTube. Not everybody has a Twitch. It will allow you to diversify your audience, but you shouldn't be dual streaming because here's the biggest thing. Like you might say, why not dual stream? I'll be able to go through both algorithms, but that's not how things work anymore. You don't get followers through YouTube or Twitch anymore. You get followers through YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikToks. Short form content, people will find you, go, I like this a lot. I'm going to go check out this person on their stream. If they go to your YouTube, oh, you have like past live streams that are very easy to engage with that can stay up forever. You can playlist those live streams. If you're a gaming streamer, maybe you played a video game and you decided to put like, 4 of your live streams, like this is the full playthrough of God of War. And then it's just better to like engage with and maintain. You're forced to watch 17,000 hours of ads the second that you click on a new content creator. And you just don't want to fracture your audience. You're just better off having it on one platform. Let's say 200 people follow you through TikTok and like 100 go to Twitch and 100 go to YouTube. That's 100 on each platform. You're better off having 200 on one platform, especially the better platform that will pay you more money, which is YouTube, and is completely comprehensive and has everything there. Shorts, actual videos. They pay 55% of ad revenue for videos, 45% of ad revenue for shorts. It's in my opinion, the better platform. The only benefit to Twitch is that you can, there's really no benefit to Twitch. You can play like DMCA stuff more easily on Twitch. Like music, but you can usually play music on YouTube. It'll just demonetize the stream, just like it'll demonetize the Twitch stream for ads moving forward. But like whatever you get beforehand, I think you get. So that's just my opinion.
I multi-stream. I am the future. I'm the chimera. There's pros and cons to each platform, but if you do both of them at the same time, you create the perfect stew. It's the chemical X to streaming.
This is just he's just out of touch. I'm not trying to be, he's out of touch. He's very popular. He doesn't understand how the dynamics work nowadays. The only platform you should be dual streaming with is a vertical and a horizontal, because all these things compete with each other. Like a horizontal platform, you should stick to one. Vertical, you could do TikTok and that won't hurt because it's a different audience. Doing Twitch and YouTube is sharing the exact same audience. So just do it on one. Do it on the better platform, YouTube. But doing TikTok, dual streaming on there, that's not a bad idea. That's a different audience. That's a shorts form audience that might look at you and like be like, oh, maybe I'll go follow them on YouTube. Watch that on my TV or watch it on my computer while I'm scrolling through TikTok anyway, because that's what everybody does. So that's my advice.
I have said since switching to multi-streaming, every single person should be multi-streaming.
No, you shouldn't.
Contracts don't exist anymore
You should not be doing that.
On Kick, and even that I think is gone.
You really just should not be doing that.
There are no Twitch contracts. There are no YouTube contracts. They've gone extinct, like the saber-toothed tiger. You know, like they have wiped their ass with contracts to creators. So I think you are making a big mistake if you just marry yourself to one of those platforms instead of just doing both.
This is I need to stress how bad this advice is. This is really bad advice for a new content creator. I'm telling you, it's just horrible advice. He's very popular. It doesn't matter what he does. He's going to do very well. It makes sense for him to maintain his Twitch, but this is such bad advice if you are a smaller content creator. You are fracturing your audience for absolutely no reason other than like, oh, this is cool. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the energy. It's not worth the effort. It's not worth routing a single person to a Twitch in general as a content creator. You are so much better off just streaming on YouTube. If you're going to dual stream on TikTok. That is it. That's the only place that you should be dual streaming.
Because
it's just such bad advice.
When people talk about this subject, they only give like the basic rundown, like the nutsack summary of pros and cons. I haven't seen anyone really go over numbers. I'm going to go over numbers. And I really think that the numbers here tell a very complete story of why multi-streaming should be the norm for streamers. It's in their best interest, and for viewers too, because then viewers have a choice on, do they want to watch it on Twitch where they're going to have a much more interactive chat experience, or do they want to watch it on YouTube where they don't care about the chat experience because it's a lot more dog shit.
I think that's like so negligible, but okay.
There.
That would be one decent argument to dual streaming, I guess, but again, it's not worth it.
Basically non-existent chat culture on YouTube streaming, but the playback is a lot...
I don't know, I get plenty of people talking. I don't think it's a big deal.
Smoother, a lot higher quality, and you can rewind it, which is a nice quality of life change. Also, it's a lot better on mobile. Twitch on mobile has...
Thank you for the $2 from Angel. What would be your advice on crossing the streams? Just cross them with your penis. What does that mean? I don't know. Just piss into other people's piss. Is that what you mean?
It's been a fucking disaster for me for as long as I've tried to watch Twitch on my phone. Also, the ads on...
I understand what he's saying. If you want to exclusively be a streamer, you may reach more people early, but as a content creator, you should just do... No, I don't think so. You are a content creator as a streamer. As a streamer, I just don't think that you're going to reach more people, right? Like, here's the two scenarios. Like, it's just, what's the benefit? That maybe you'll get enough people on Twitch. I mean, maybe there's a benefit there. Getting enough people on Twitch to be able to like push yourself up in the Twitch algorithm. But wouldn't you be better off having 200 viewers to push you up in the YouTube algorithm rather than having a 100 in each algorithm? Plus, like, you're making less money on ad revenue. So wouldn't you should just push them all to YouTube, so you make more money on ad revenue, you make more money on donations. Like, why would you say, like, yeah, let me get people to go on Twitch where I make 50% of all my donations and my ad revenue is dog shit? Or you can say, oh, go to my YouTube where I make 70% of all donations and I get like much better ad revenue, and there's less intrusive ads and the viewing experience is better. There's just no reason to use Twitch anymore.
Twitch, they're getting outrageous. YouTube streaming doesn't have nearly as many ads, which is a nice breath of fresh air. Like, there are real pros and cons to both, but these are just the basics. And these are talking...
Maybe he'll show us ad revenue and it's totally different, but I
points have been worn out more than my bussy after eating anything with spice in it. So I'm not just going to be baby bird vomiting the same talking points you've heard a million times. Instead, I want to show you the numbers. I want to bring up my biggest, most profitable stream I ever did on Twitch and then break it down a little bit. It was in 2022 when MoistCritical's...
Can we use 2022 nowadays, though? Like, ad revenue is not the same anymore, is it?
Sports won the Rocket League Major, the Spring Major. Still one of the best moments I've ever had streaming.
At YouTube, you're competing with VODs and live streams? What does that mean? I don't understand what that means.
I peaked at 75,000 live viewers. It was a very long stream that I did, and it took home 11.7K for that whole stream. Roughly 2,000 subs, but most of it came through ads, and most of those subs were primes. Subbing on Twitch is far more common than members joining on YouTube. Membership on YouTube is the equivalent of a Twitch sub where someone on YouTube pays...
Sure, but you get to set your own price, which is nice, and you get a higher amount of the money. right? You get 50% of of like whatever Amazon bullshit. You get 70% on the YouTube. The good thing is that they do have the Amazon Prime subs, which gives you like $2, but I don't know. I still think YouTube's better.
Well, $1. So like a tier 1 sub on YouTube for my channel is $1. On Twitch the minimum's $5, but it's the same concept. You pay money and it's a subscription basically.
Yeah, mine's $2.
And that is so much
for YouTube.
More common on Twitch. So 2,000 subs on that Twitch stream is more than I've ever got through a YouTube live stream by a large margin. And 11.7K is the most profitable stream I ever had in my entire 7 years on Twitch. I actually streamed on Justin TV before it became Twitch. I used to do like World at War Zombies on there and shit, but then I took like a long hiatus and then came back in like 2016. But this was the biggest stream I've ever done. I then switched to multi-streaming last year. And what I've learned is Twitch is much higher potential to earn money while live than YouTube.
Really? Well, that would be exclusively through subs, like he had just said. What about ad revenue?
And it's because of things like the Twitch Primes, which have become a pretty integral part of the Twitch ecosystem, and ads. Twitch actually has more ads than YouTube, and thus, since more ads are playing, that's more money being generated from those ads to the streamers.
So, just to be clear, just to be clear on this talking point, it's one of the things that I like about YouTube is they're actually constantly trying to improve the creator experience. One thing that YouTube implemented recently, and they don't have a competitor for Prime subs, right? Like that's obviously doesn't exist. But one thing that they have done is that I'll show you right now under my dashboard. Right. Here's my live streaming dashboard. These are all the past things. I was watching TikToks here. Don't mind that. If I go into here, this is the video. I go into monetization. There's now this. This now exists. Okay. You can go in there and you can actively set like the live ad settings after you start going live. I keep it on conservative, so it'll keep like less ads overall, but YouTube will choose a time to throw ads in there, or you can do more aggressive, right? That's just this is something. So they're trying to compete with some of the other features. They're easier to skip on here. I'm pretty sure you can skip them after like 5 to 15 seconds. I think it's better for the experience of the content creator or the experience of the viewer. I like it a lot more.
There's so fucking many ads on Twitch. They pump ads out the wazoo, and they are so intrusive. And
that's the thing though. See, like he's talking about how like, yeah, you can earn a lot more money on Twitch. One of the reasons because there's so many ads, but if you are a smaller creator, people are not going to sit through your fucking ads, right? You're better off with the lower ad experience platform with the higher quality anyway of YouTube, because sometimes ads can be off-putting. I notice that in general, I make more money per view on live streams than I do on videos because people donate, generally speaking, more money to me. They'd probably donate less money to me if my ads were super fucking annoying.
Wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of years Twitch integrates a system into their player that has like eye tracking capability. So if a viewer looks away during an ad break, it'll pause the ad.
If you're a member on YouTube, you still get ads. I think so. Instead of being a member, honestly, I would recommend getting like the YouTube Premium. I have YouTube Premium. I feel like it's so much like. I always appreciate people getting like memberships, but like for your experience, you're better off getting that so they don't have to watch anybody's ads. They're just better. And I get paid for that too. So like, you know, it'll replaces like the ads, you know,
until their eyes are glued right back to it to finish the ad. It's brutal, but it does have higher earning potential while live for those streamers that have all of these ad breaks that are going on. So Twitch has a higher earning potential through live content. And the VODs on Twitch don't make any money. Like, they just don't. I don't even know if they're fucking monetized. And if they are, I don't know if streamers even see a penny of that. Like, not a single one of those fucking clams makes it to a streamer's pockets through the VODs. But on YouTube, it's a totally different story. My most successful stream on YouTube isn't the one I just had at the Game Awards with over 110,000 live viewers, which is my biggest stream by viewer metrics. The most profitable stream I've ever done, the most profitable anything I've ever done, is this stream right here, my Starfield stream. During the stream, I had 31,000 average viewers with a peak of 38K, which is a big stream. That is a big stream for me. It's actually more average viewers than the Rocket League one, but the Rocket League stream not only was a longer stream, but had a higher peak, and thus you would expect make more money because of the ads and the subs that came through. Well, what if I told you that's not the fucking case when it comes to YouTube streaming? Because this Starfield video actually made $84,000. 84,000 doubloons for a 4-hour stream just playing mid-poop-ass Starfield. The actual... Like, this was like an insomnia, try not to fall asleep challenge, basically.
That's preposterous, actually. I'm shitting my pants right now. That's incredible. Jesus Christ.
$84,000.
I mean, yeah, man, this is why I would generally say, especially if you're a video game content creator where there could potentially be rewatches, which I would say is going to happen more often. If you're doing video games and you're doing playthroughs and you make a nice playlist that you can keep forever, which is a great part of streaming on YouTube, this would be the reason why. Because you stream, you talk to your people, you get off, and then you can set your ads. And you could set them specifically where you want to put them. Like, I'll show you that as well. You have to wait for or for last time I checked, you have to wait for the video to finish processing in HD, which has been better and better nowadays. But like, you can go to like a past live stream, and I'll bring it up right here. And then after it's finished, do like processing in HD, you can just go to review placement and you can put them wherever you want. This is apparently what they decided to put them on here. I don't do that specifically, but you can more meaningfully place your ads however you want to place them. I really think that YouTube is a better platform. I think that as a content creator, it is so important to have two major things. One is long form content, two is short form content, and I think that permanence is part of that as well. If you're a content creator and and you're a streamer and you're playing video games, especially if you are specifically playing through video games, having just the playthrough of the video game, being able to stay up forever and playlisting it is going to be massive for you as a content creator to such a huge degree. It gives people content to look at when you're not streaming, especially since you're not going to stream 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. People like MoistCritical that stream a long time every day is not the average experience for a content creator. If you are a content creator, you are a streamer and you are an editor because you cannot afford one and you need to learn how to do it. And it's really great when you could just go and play games and boom, your long form content is done. You don't need to worry about videos. You could potentially engage with videos, not a bad idea, but you don't have to worry about that. And you can focus on shorts, keeping in mind some entertaining aspects while you're streaming so that you can make it into a shorter form content and you can promote yourself on a short form platform, right? So, yeah.
And it's not because the 31,000 viewers all of a sudden just started, buying memberships or donating tons and tons of money. This wasn't like the biggest.
You also get like $1 a membership. So this motherfucker got $2,400. This is a 70% split. So 3,000 people gave him a membership. Is that what I'm hearing? Holy fuck.
Documented case of credit card fraud and money laundering that the internet's ever seen. In fact, the live stream itself made $1.6K on ads, and the other $78,000 came from the VOD.
That's fucking preposterous.
And the ads that played during a VOD. Now the membership
guys, we're gonna play video games now.
Number there, the 2.4K. A lot of those memberships were just from people watching the VOD and then buying a membership, not them doing it while it was live. Also, the supers and gifts, I'm pretty sure that is live. So you can add the 1.6K plus the 1.6.
Yeah, I think so. The gifts might not be live. Those might be afterwards. I don't remember.
6K on the supers, so the 1.6K from the live ads plus the super chats. And let's just go ahead and be generous and say like the live stream while it was live made 4K. The other $80,000 came from the VOD. This isn't some like rare mutation here, like a fucking X-Men of analytics. This isn't some fringe outlier isolated case. This is the way that YouTube streaming is optimized. YouTube streaming is kind of just an afterthought for the platform. YouTube has always been about VODs, the videos itself. So when you finish a stream, it becomes a VOD, and that enters into the YouTube algorithm.
Yes, that's why I think it makes it so much better, because you're more likely, that's another thing too. When your stream is over, there's a chance, especially if it did a little bit well, that stream will go into the YouTube algorithm and be like, oh, hey, you could watch this. That's not something on Twitch, to my understanding. It is so much better to have a YouTube. It's why, like, I just don't agree with the fact that, like, MoistCritical's like, you should be dual streaming. You should not be dual streaming on Twitch or Kick. You should be streaming, in my opinion, only on YouTube. That is it. And dual streaming on, like, TikTok.
And YouTube is extremely
while it lasts
efficient at monetizing VODs. So finishing a 4-hour Starfield stream, it immediately saved as a VOD and made tons and tons of money through the VOD. Whereas on Twitch, Again, I don't even think VODs are monetized, and if they are, it's not the creators making the money from the VODs, I don't think. YouTube is a totally different story. You don't make as much money while you are live from people buying memberships or donating.
I think you convinced me to do to only do YouTube for my streaming in 2025. Yes, please, only stream on YouTube, and maybe TikTok Live. That's a good idea too. Please, if you any advice, I'm telling you, any advice you ever take from me as a content creator, only stream on YouTube. It is a better platform and experience. It's a better viewing experience. Everybody has a YouTube. You will diversify your audience, which is a very important thing. You don't just want one type of person to be able to engage in your content. You'd be surprised that, like, you'd think that's only young men that might want to watch a gaming stream. You'd be surprised how older women enjoy it too, but they don't like Twitch because Twitch is so fucking annoying as shit. But everybody has a YouTube, so you have more people that are potentially able to jump onto there. It's easier to engage with only one chat. More money in the like after the stream comes down, and you can keep the stream up. Make money on the VOD. It's something for people to look at in a more meaningful way if you're not streaming at that moment, because all your growth is coming from short form content. So if they see something on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, and they're like, I really like this guy, and they look over there and they go to a Twitch stream, they're less likely, in my opinion, to engage with your VOD. Whereas on YouTube, they are more likely, and you will make more money on the VOD. The ads are less intrusive. There's really, you can put playlists in there if you play through a game or you do a certain type of content. Let me tell, like, if you do cooking streams, you can be like, oh, this is my burger streams. Everybody can look through your burger. I don't know. You get my point. You just get my point. Just stop streaming on fucking Twitch. Only stream on YouTube. Do not dual stream. Do not fracture your audience. Stream only on YouTube. For the love of God, as a content creator, if you are not streaming on YouTube as a streamer, you are failing. And that is literally all I'll say. You are failing. You are failing as a content creator. You are failing. I don't know what else to tell you.
Money or anything like that, and their ads aren't that frequent on YouTube live streams, thank heavens. But what you miss in live revenue, you make up for with VOD revenue 10 times over.
Which is so much better. As a content creator, a streamer will say, you are better. It's better for you to create a content strategy that centralizes around ad revenue than centralizes around getting gifts from people, right? If most of your money comes from donations, then when your donations are low, you're encouraged to beg because you need that money. If you centralize your money around ad revenue, you don't need to do that. You just need to, like, if you're going to put more effort into something, it's like, okay, let me create more content, or maybe make the content better. Let me do this. It's more about creating better content, even if that content's a stream. But if you have to beg every time you go in, you're going to be annoying. People are going to think you're fucking annoying. They're not going to want to engage with you, and you're just going to piss them off. Most of my money does not come from live streams or anything like that. It comes from video ads.
What I showed you with the Rocket League stream was my biggest, most profitable Twitch stream I ever did. So even when I was a daily streamer for like 6 to 8 hours a day for years, averaging between 10 to 20,000 viewers, fluctuating, I would usually be making between 4 to 6K a day.
Damn.
And that was like the norm, extra, with the occasional peak going up to like 8 or 9, and then that being the biggest at over 11. But right now, my viewership combined on YouTube and
yes, you can make Sonichu medallions made out of clay. That is true. I don't know why you'd do that. Maybe an art stream, we'll say.
Twitch is higher than it ever was on just Twitch. On YouTube, I average between 10 to 12K a stream, and on Twitch, it's between like 5 and 6K. It really just kind of depends on what I'm doing at the time. But on Twitch...
Dude, just imagine making like $15,000 a fucking day streaming. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
You'll make more money while live and make nothing once the stream ends. On YouTube, you'll make less money while live and then could make 5 times as much from just the VOD. On Twitch, when the stream ends, it's basically forgotten. That's lost media at that point because no one's fucking watching Twitch VODs, it seems. On YouTube, when the stream ends, well, now the journey's just begun. Like, now, there's no telling what that can generate.
And just to be clear, that's not true if you think about it in another sense. And this is another reason why don't stream on Twitch. Only stream on YouTube. I'm going to tell you why, right? Let's say you make a little bit more money on Twitch while you're streaming, which you can get more people to get memberships on YouTube. You can offer very similar perks. YouTube is always adding. Keep in mind, YouTube is always adding. So anything Twitch has that is good, YouTube will implement. But YouTube is about creating the rock sturdy foundation first and then adding the fluff. The platform in and of itself works functionally and it's non-frustrating. And then they add on top of that slowly, but methodically and meaningfully. That's why YouTube is a lot better at allowing you to appeal certain decisions about your content getting taken down, or they'll show you exactly why they demonetized the video down to the second. That is what they do now. They slowly implement better things. They listen to their creators. They're better than any other platform, okay? But that's what YouTube does. You should engage on there, okay? But so you put it into YouTube. But again, if your stream comes out, let's say you have 100 people watching YouTube and 100 people watching Twitch. If you just had 200 people watching YouTube instead, your stream ends with a higher viewership, which is going to boost that through the algorithm, and it's going to give you more viewership on the back end where you make a ton of money on ads or you make more money on ads. There's never going to be a good reason to stream on Twitch. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Like, take this for example. This was a very normal, pretty low-key stream. I was just replaying Gears of War, one of the most important games in my life. This wasn't a brand new hot release that would be like algorithmically successful. Like, it's not like something the algorithm will be salivating over, pushing out a Gears of War live stream. Gears of War is older than the hair on your grandma's titty nipple. Like, this is one of those streams where I do just because I really wanted to replay this game. And
I haven't played games in a while. Sorry, guys. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts and it was fun, but I've been doing a lot more editing work. So I've been doing more editing work on my own channel, and I've been doing a channel with my wife, and so like a lot of my time is occupied at this point. So that's unfortunate.
And you can see my average viewers were 10,000, which is normal. That's a pretty normal stream for me on YouTube. But the VOD now has 1.6 million views and has made over $20,000. And of course I was multi-streaming, so I can pull the Twitch data as well here. This exact same stream made $1,400 on Twitch.
That's not keeping into consideration. Well, okay, so it made more on the live stream. That makes sense. Okay. Still, don't stream on Twitch.
The difference is substantial. Now you can see again here in the data, the live revenue, 802 while live here, plus again, memberships and supers aren't really indicative to what was live because some of those could have been from people watching the VOD, and it calculates here post-VOD. But regardless, you can see that the live revenue was less on YouTube than it was Twitch, but the overall revenue is substantially higher on YouTube because of the VODs, which is something Twitch just doesn't really have, which is why I think you should...
And it will never have. Just to be clear, I don't see any... Because here's the thing. YouTube has the best established video platform that ever existed, in my opinion. And they're breaching into live streaming and incorporating it into that flow. That works. They're doing the same thing with shorts. That works. But I don't see how Twitch can make itself a prominent video creation platform. I just don't see it happening in any capacity. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't see it happening. So they're never going to get to that point. I don't ever see it happening.
You should just do both. Your potential to earn while live is much higher on Twitch, but your potential to earn through VODs is astronomically higher on YouTube. So you're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't just do both. And again,
no, you should not be doing Twitch.
It is a positive for viewers too, because they'll be able to choose the platform they want to watch on, as opposed to having to roll their eyes and be like, oh.
I just disagree with the take. Everything else is solid, but this, I just think it's a very short-sighted take. I think that there's two different perspectives you have to understand here. And it's the perspective of somebody who's an established content creator who could effectively do whatever they want and still earn, versus a small creator that has to pull themselves up from the bottom and grow their platform. You're doing a disservice to yourself by dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube instead of just YouTube, and probably dual streaming on TikTok, because you're fracturing your audience. You're lowering your viewership on YouTube in general, which that will help push your live streams in the algorithm further once you come off of your live stream, which will make you more money anyway. YouTube has a more diverse audience. That's where all your videos will go if you make videos. Any YouTube short that you create, you can directly hard link to the stream you want it to link to. The VODs stay up forever. You can put playlists up in case you do like for whatever live stream you're doing. If you're playing a video game or you're doing some kind of art or whatever you're doing, there's no reason to do Twitch and try to build two audiences at all. You should only be sticking to YouTube. It's better overall. Maybe there are some nice features on Twitch that are a little bit better, but those features were slowly coming to YouTube as YouTube methodically implements these things, which they have been for the creator. Please, for the love of Christ, don't take this advice. This is from somebody who's like very successful. I'm not taking that away from them, but they don't understand the small creator experience. I am a smaller creator. I am like pretty successful as a small creator. You know, financially, you probably want to be where I am as a small creator. That's like 100% serious. I have more of an understanding of like what things are like now building up than like MoistCritical does, because he doesn't have to put that energy into it. He's already established, and he deserves to be established, but he still is going to have a level of disconnect when it comes to smaller content creators because of that. Him being on Twitch and YouTube is not the make or break or have anything to do with his success as a content creator. So
my favorite streamers on YouTube, I hate the fucking chat there, but whatever, I guess I'll watch, or maybe I won't. I really hate YouTube streams, or vice versa. Oh man, my favorite streamer's only on Twitch. He went from YouTube to Twitch, and I just don't like Twitch. I'm not a fan of it, and I guess I'm just not going to watch him anymore.
Yeah.
Or I'll just wait for the VODs on YouTube when he posts the clips. Like,
yeah, but that's like you're transitioning an audience.
Now they have the option of just being on.
If you're already on Twitch and you're very heavily positively established, that's a different conversation. But if you're not, I would just generally just say stick to YouTube and put all your energy into that YouTube.
What platform they want to watch the stream. And there's a lot of streamers that are making the switch to multi-streaming. I just really think this should just be common practice for anyone who streams, because
again, they have an established Twitch audience. It would be ridiculous for them to completely switch to YouTube. They have to stay so that their fans don't get like pissed off that they lost however many months or years worth of subs that they've been giving on that platform.
No reason not to. There is no exclusive contracts anymore. They're gone. Poof, they've vanished. And that's great for streamers and viewers alike, honestly. I used to think contracts were the future for streams, but that was until I realized just how efficient multi-streaming is from both a streamer and viewer side.
I mean, for the platform itself, like Twitch probably should have maintained a contract so that they could so their people wouldn't leave, because like MoistCritical leaving and dual streaming just promotes YouTube more. So, but YouTube is just there. It exists and it's functional. YouTube is a platform where like once you use it, you're not going to want to stop using it. You know, that's the thing. The only people using Twitch now are like legacy people with like the wrong mentality around dual streaming. Just to be clear.
There are just endless examples I can give in my time multi-streaming. Like here's another super normal one with me playing an indie game that I really like called Another Crab's Treasure. Fucking Crab Souls. Absolute banger of a game. But it's not like this stream was doing crazy numbers, right? Like the movement on this stream wasn't anything, you know, unfathomable. Average 13K viewers. But the VOD now has over 2 million views. And it's made over $30,000.
That's fucking preposterous. That's disgusting.
And
I'm making a gaming channel, guys. I'm gonna make a gaming channel. Okay, I'm gonna hire editors to do all my editing on my commentary, and then this way I have more time to game. Okay, that's what I'm probably not ever gonna do that, but
to show this same stream what it did on Twitch, the numbers that it put up over there, it did 1.3K during the live stream, and nothing from the VOD. I can go on and on with the crazy numbers that YouTube stream VODs are capable of putting up. Like, here's me just playing Liza P, fucking Pinocchio Souls. 16,000 average viewers, and the VOD has made over $51,000. I just don't think there's a very good argument to
please do more games than just God of War. Bro, what are you talking about? I was playing fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Only streaming on one platform. There is no reason you shouldn't just multi-stream.
I gave you like 500 good reasons to not stream a multi-stream, specifically on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And just keep in mind, this video is great, but Charlie's out of touch when it comes to smaller creators boosting themselves up. He doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to that. So sorry.
Your viewers are going to pick the platform they most prefer, and I think that it's nice to at least give them the option.
If they like you, they're just going to choose the YouTube. Like they're not going to be like, oh, YouTube is so bad, I'll never use this. They'll be like, okay, cool.
Of choosing that for themselves too. And again, the potential for the streamer is pretty huge. So yeah, anyway, hopefully this was helpful for anyone out there that's trying to decide what platform they should stream on. I think it should just be both. That's my advice, and to any streamers out there right now that are only streaming on either YouTube or only on Twitch, really think you should just come in the middle.
Bro, shut the hell up. Please do more than just Kingdom Hearts, Wukong, and God of War. I've been playing fucking video games. I don't have the time. If I was able to play games like every day, you would see a lot more. Okay? You're a penis head. I don't even play video games. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm not going to do it. I'd have to get an editor that I actually like the way that they edit my videos. And then I'd have to play video games, and I'm not even sure I like video games, so.
And hold hands with both platforms and just, like the commercial, why not both? I really think that it's probably a good idea.
I don't think I like video games enough to stream video games.
I do want to say, though, regardless of what platform you're on, it's a very saturated market, so it's going to take a lot of luck. I've said this since the beginning of time. I'm not special. I got lucky. You could be.
Yeah, it's funny. He makes a good argument as to why YouTube is so much better, and then he says dual stream for like literally there's no logical reason. Well, you make a little bit more money during the live stream, but you make like 10 times the amount of money after the stream goes down. Yeah, so wouldn't you want to get all those Twitch viewers to go onto YouTube so that it'll make that live stream better before it even comes down and push it through the algorithm more? No, yeah. It's legacy streaming, not understanding the atmosphere as how it is now.
Be making the best content the world's ever seen, turbo cheek clapping, slapping, banger, heater after heater, but at the end of the day, it's all about having that one lucky break that puts it in front of people's peepers and gets them interested. The only thing you have control over is the consistency. So that way you'll have like a catalog of videos that people can go back and watch after they might find that video that popped off through luck. So that's really about it. See ya.
All right, well, that's a good video. I just disagree with the dual streaming part for Twitch specifically.